Thank you for joining a read-aloud story. Matter by Andi Diehn and illustrated by Shululu is highlighted in May of the 2022 PRC-Saltillo Calendar. This story is read using the TAAP strategy to encourage conversation and interaction with the AAC learner. The words we encourage you to model this month are amazing, wow, how, all, things, could, and a few others. Let's take a closer look at how to model these words and tap your way through the story. The first step to tap your way through is to pick an activity. We've already done that. We're reading the book Matter. Next, you decide how often you will stop and tap. For this story, we suggest tapping after every page of the book. So, how do you tap? First, you talk about it. We suggest modeling amazing or wow. You can say, wow, that's amazing. Wow, amazing. That is amazing. Or whatever else grabs your AAC learner's attention. Next, you ask a question and wait for a response. We suggest modeling the word how. Some things you could say are, how about that? How about, does it have matter? Then you acknowledge their response. This month we suggest modeling the words all and things. You could say, all things are made of matter. We all feel that. What other things? Or whatever else feels natural. Finally, you propel the activity forward or predict. We suggest you model the word could. You could say, it could. Could it? Let's see. Could be. Let's keep reading. Enjoy simply listening to the story or tap your way through the story demonstrating words and locations for the AAC learner on their technology. Find other words that are interesting to the AAC learner and use these words in other activities. What is matter? Join us to find out. Matter by Andi Diehn, illustrated by Shululu. Matter. Birds in the sky and rocks on the ground, things made of matter are all around. Solids and liquids and gases too make up the world, including you. Matter is everything, everywhere you look. Well, almost everything. How can you see to read this book? If your friend looks sad, you might ask, what's the matter? Matter is something that can be wrong. When something is the matter, a good friend helps you feel better. Maybe they share a cupcake with you. Maybe they stand on their head and make you laugh. Maybe they just sit close by and wait until you feel better. Have you ever heard someone say, that doesn't matter? What if you spilled your cup of water? Your teacher might say, that doesn't matter. What if you used your brother's toothbrush? Your brother might say, that doesn't matter. But probably not. Yuck! Matter is more than something that can be wrong or something that happens. Matter is much more. When scientists talk about matter, they are talking about the stuff that makes up almost everything in the world. Your dog is made of matter. That tree is made of matter. You are made of matter. Matter is anything that takes up space and can be weighed. How do you weigh things? With a scale. How much do you weigh? How much do your shoes weigh? How much does your dog weigh? How much does that tree weigh? What about air? Is air made of matter? What happens when you blow air into a balloon? The balloon stretches bigger and bigger and bigger. The balloon might even pop. Because the balloon gets bigger when you blow air into it, you know that the air takes up space. Air is made of matter. What about juice, water, and milk? Are those things made of matter? When you pour juice into a cup, the cup full of juice is heavier than an empty cup. You can see that the juice takes up space, and when you drink the juice, your belly feels fuller. Many things are made of matter, but everything looks different. You look different from your dog. Your dog looks different from your milk. Your milk looks different from the steam that comes from a pot of boiling water. Matter can have many different shapes, colors, and sizes. Matter can be solid, liquid, or gas. Do you have ice cubes in your freezer? What happens when you leave an ice cube on your kitchen counter? It melts into a puddle of water. And if you leave that puddle of water on the counter, unless your mom makes you clean it up, it disappears. Plasma is another state of matter. Have you ever watched a lightning storm from your window? Lightning is a plasma. You know what else is made of plasma? The sun and all of the stars. There's more plasma in the universe than there are solids, liquids, or gases. What are some things that are not made of matter? Look around you. Can you see something that doesn't take up space and can't be weighed? How about sound? How about rainbows? How can you see to read this book? Light. Does light take up space? If there's lots of light in a room, does that mean other stuff has to get shoved over to make enough space? Can you hold light in your hands? Can you put light on a scale and weigh it? How would you keep it all together so you could weigh it? Light is not made of matter. Light does not take up space, and it can't be weighed. Heat is another thing that is not made of matter. Can you think of more things that aren't made of matter? Most things are made of matter. Your home, your classroom, and your neighborhood are all filled with matter. Take a walk and you'll find matter all around you. The next time someone says, "It doesn't matter," you can tell them, "Everything is matter." The end.